Hello, I'm Anawiltos, and today I'm going to be giving to you a brief review of the new Han Solo movie. Now, I watched it yesterday, from the day I'm making this video, so it'll be the day before the video, 2 days before the video came out. Sorry about that. Anyway, first impression, I have to say that I really enjoyed it. It was an enjoyable movie. And one thing that I particularly liked was the music score. I think that was very great. And it had some new elements, but also at some nostalgic moments, it referenced back to the main films, and in some places. It was really good, very well executed. So that's one thing I have to say. The actors overall, I think they were pretty good. I think that the new actor is doing a pretty good job as Han Solo. Now, it's not exactly the same as Harrison Ford did. Of course, I understand that there is a time gap between the movie and A New Hope. So it is understandable that there would be a difference in character and the character development as it goes on. And I think from what I've seen, they didn't really screw over the character development for later in the movies. By that I mean, they didn't really put the character development in a place where it would put his character development ahead of how it would be in the original trilogy, which I think is very good. Right now, I'm not actually giving any spoilers. Maybe if you want me to give spoilers, I can do that at another time, but not in this video. Now, on the other hand, the visual effects, I think they were pretty good. There were some practical effects mixed in, and they were pretty good as well. Overall, however, it is as you would expect from a big-budget Star Wars film. Of course, there's going to be good visual effects, as in from the very beginning in the original Star Wars, there were good visual effects, so it only makes sense for them to continue as it goes on. Now, the scale of a story, of course, is going to be smaller than that of any of the main films. What's at stake is definitely not as large as the main films, which is, I think, what you would expect, because otherwise, if you were to make Han Solo this huge hero before the original trilogy chronologically, it really wouldn't make sense. So I think that was pretty good. I think Lando Calrissian was handled pretty well. The only gripe I have about that is that there is a bit of a place where I think the movie memed a bit too hard with his capes. When you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I think that was pretty good. And anything else I wanted to say? Well, overall, I'd give this movie, since I enjoyed it a lot, but it's not one of my favorites. It's not an instant favorite. Also, I don't really consider it to be a superior masterpiece to anything else I've watched, so it's definitely not in my top 10, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I do enjoy it quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of analysis to be done on the movie, a lot of things that I may find that I like that I didn't really notice the first time watching, or things that on second thought may actually cause some dislike on my part. So overall, I'd give it a pretty good 3.5 to a 4 out of 5. Of course, 4.5 and 5 are related to really my favorites and the best of the best. And currently, I don't really put the movie in that category yet, but I wouldn't put it any lower than 3.5 because I did enjoy it quite a bit, and I do have to say the movie is very well made. But the reason I've got 3.5 to a 4 is because before I make a final score, I'd like to examine things a bit more, instead of just having watched it once and not heard anybody else's opinions. So I think that's solid. So I'm very, I think overall, it works as a movie, and I'm glad they did it. And the only thing I'm wondering is, when are they going to make a Hans Olo movie? I think that's what we're all waiting for.